Hi friends, Tracy.bish here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to my channel. I'm super excited to share with you today's project. It is Tracy's Sunday Challenge, the 11th of February, and we're creating a card using the theme of Funfolds. So super cute. It's actually a really simple Funfold, but I haven't seen it before. So I did see it on Pinterest and I just had to play with it as well. I'm using the beautiful DSP pack called Meandering Meadows. This is an online exclusive. It's not in any catalogue, but you can find it in my online store under the online exclusives banner. So there's lots of new products there that are only available through the online service. You will not find them in the catalogues at all. I'm also using the Cheerful Daisies bundle, which you can find that in the annual catalogue. So I've picked one of my favourite pieces out of this. Now this bit DSP is so pretty. It has really great backgrounds with lots of different flowers, lakes, all those sorts of scenery. So it's really, really pretty. So I'm starting off with my card base being crushed curry. I almost said cherry cobbler. I've just got the CCs in my head. So I've just scored my piece of A4 in half and then cut it in half, so we have a normal size card base here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to chop off or chop down the front of the card base, and I don't even have this card with me. I think it was about 2 inches. You know, you could make this any size, honestly, really you could. Now, I will say I made this card for a great friend for her birthday, and I sent it to her. I didn't write down any of the measurements or anything like that. Of course, that would have been a smart move to do, but you know what? Sometimes we don't think about things before we do it. So I did make this card for her. I filmed it as I was creating it and sent it to her. I didn't write any of the directions down. But you know what, you could make this and, you know, change it to any way you like. So as you can see, I've chopped off the front of the card front. And all I'm doing is I'm just going to cut down my DSP to have a nice matting. Now I am leaving a 1/8 of an inch border around each one. So again, I don't have the measurements for this. But what we want to see in the end of the card is the front of this card base has, you know, that scenery look. So all we're doing is making sure that the left and the right hand side of that front of the card base has that little border all the way around that that is not square but even. Let's just say it's even. Alrighty, so once we have our two pieces there, what's really going to be really fun about this is I'm going to glue that left hand side down. So where that the bigger side on the left hand side, we're gluing that down to the inside of the card base. So the only flap that we have is on that left hand side, and I think, you know, this is a little bit different than normal, which I really liked how I saw it on Pinterest. So we also need a layer for the inside of our card. Now this, we are going to do some stamping in there, and you can write your little message, or you could leave message area at the back of your card if you would like to write a bigger message. For me, the smaller the area to write in, the better. I actually really don't like writing in cards, and for all our family and friends, my husband actually does it, because I always say, I make the cards, you have to write in them, and you know, it works for us. But anyway, so yeah, leaving it a little bit more or less room to write in, it suits me so much better. So I'm just taking my liquid glue and adhering that left hand side down, so that's not going to open at all. And you know what, I just think this is amazing. We're going to add our DSP down. Excuse me, I've got just a little bit of something in my throat, but we'll keep going. And I love how this has that view at the front. It just looks like we're looking out a window into a field of beautiful flowers. So really pretty. This DSP Meandering Meadows has so many different ones that you could choose. I think you could see at the front of the video, I did have a couple picked out. I ended up going with this one because, yeah, so cute. Alright, so I took the inspiration from the DSP, and we're going to use cheerful daisies because they sort of look like daisies in the picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my sentiment on the inside. Now this is cheerful daisies. The sentiment says, wishing you the brightest birthday. There we go. And then there's a few different daisy images in this stamp set. I'm going to use that little side daisy. I've stamped it in crushed curry, and then I'm using my early espresso for the center of that daisy. So I'm going to glue that in. Now for the front of the card, you know, if you just left it like that, it would look okay. But we want to jazz it up a little bit. So I do bring my beautiful stylish shape dies in. I cut a crushed curry as well as a basic white thick, and we're going to do some die cutting of those daisies as well, just to add a little bit more detail at the front of the card. Now I didn't want to cover up too much of the background. Oh my goodness, my German Shepherd has been swimming in her pool and she just came down, oh my goodness, and shaked in my craft room. There is water everywhere. I'm just going to stop this video. I'll be back in a second, everyone. Wow, I had water absolutely everywhere. I had to wipe down all my cupboards. Everything on top of my cupboards got wet. I have my class for tomorrow sitting on the floor next to it. The top of that all got wet. There's water everywhere. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I've die cut my beautiful daisy from the crushed curry cardstock and the early espresso. We're going to just pop that down onto the front of the card. Now I have die cut both the basic white and the crushed curry the same size. I'm just going to position them on the side so you know, you've got the crushed curry sticking out a little bit, but I didn't want to take up too much of that beautiful view, so we've left it a little bit. Now if you're in need of any of the supplies that I've used on today's project, you certainly can purchase them in my online store. I have an amazing customer gifts that I give out each month for anyone who uses the host code. So if you use the host code and place an order, I will have sent out to you via the mail your handmade card for the month. Via email, I will send you out the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle for the month. And if you spend $65 in product before shipping or before postage, I will also send you the bundle tutorial for the month. So great amazing gifts, free just for shopping with me. So and if you would like to take up this month's starter kit offer, which is an amazing deal, you can get a glass mat with a few extra things as a free gift when you purchase the starter kit, or you can choose $51 worth of extra product. So a starter kit is $169. You can choose $235 worth of product, and you pay nothing in your shipping. Any orders after that are 20% off, so it's an amazing deal. And being part of the Stampin' Up community and my INKY Stampers team is amazing. So if you would like more information, if you would like to chat with me about that, you could certainly reach out and let me know. Thank you so much for joining me. So I've popped up that sentiment with some dimensionals. I really love that you've been here, and I hope that you've enjoyed today's card. Please join in the challenge as well. Alright everyone, have an amazing day, and I'll see you all soon. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.